Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Braxton Weger. Welcome to the show, Braxton.
Thank you.
Well, Braxton, how did your racing career get started?
Man, it's kind of just out of the blue. I'm not a generational racer or anything. Me and my brother, one day he was watching on TV. I'm pretty sure we was out to eat, and he was watching on TV and seen some racing. Was like, Dad, you know what? We should race because we kind of grew up going a little bit of NASCAR, a little bit of dirt track, nothing too crazy. And that day we went and actually bought a uh four-seater rig and a gooseneck trailer with living quarters and cargo bay. And so from there we just bought two 250 Outlaw go-karts, and I ended up racing it once. My brother's arm was broke at the time I raced it, so he didn't get to race. And my dad got talking to one of his buddies who he does sod farming with, and he's like, "Man, you want out of them? You want some micros?" So we bought two restricted division micros, and we started from there. And then we had those cars, and we ended up buying some more, and just we've kept racing. And then at the beginning of this year, we ended up buying a sprint car, and here we are.
Oh, Braxton, okay. How much success have you had as a race car driver?
Man, I'd say I definitely had a lot of success. I have probably I'd say about 30 wins in a restricted micro. I have three wins or four wins in A class, and I just got my first 305 sprint car win at Lawton Speedway last weekend.
Okay. So when you win races, how do you celebrate your victories?
Uh, I normally jump up on the top of the wing, and I'm standing on the cage, and I hit the wing a couple times and show them number one, and then I get down for my interview.
Okay. So what's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
Man, when there's no rain chance and you get out there and the weather feels good, and you pull a good pill draw, and you know it's going to be good, and you're ready for the night to start.
Okay. What's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you then?
Uh, Especially when you get back and you don't have to rebuild the car. That's the first success. And then when you don't have to rebuild the car, you just wash and maintenance, make sure you cover everything up and wash the car and get it back in the shop on stands, make sure it's nice and old, that way nothing rust, and do your daily maintenance.
Okay. What is the story behind your racing number? Where did that come from?
Man, it really back to the first question you asked me, we there really was no story behind it. My dad never raced. I had a It'd be a cousin that's it's not a close cousin, but I had a cousin that raced modifieds, and we watched him a little bit, but other than that, there really is no story. We just wanted to jump into the racing, and we did.
Okay. So what is your racing number?
31 BW.
Okay. Who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
Man, first off, it'd be Top Notch Turf, the business my dad owns, because he fronts almost all the money. And then I got James Hodge Automotive. He's backing me. I got Asco. He's backing me. One Way Performance, who takes me to the racetrack and gets the car all set up and ready to go. He's backing me. I got the Oil Can. Just everyone who helps me.
Okay. Are you presently looking for more sponsors?
For sure,
How
always.
does one get how does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
We have a Facebook page and a TikTok page that you could message. My mom actually runs both of those, and you could get a hold of her there and message, and she could get us lined up.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to sponsor Braxton here, reach out to Braxton Weger Racing on Facebook and Instagram.
Well,
Big and
it's actually K and B racing because
K and B
my
Racing.
brother does. Yep, can be racing
Okay.
or pulling team.
Okay, reach out to K&B Racing or Pulling Team on Facebook and Instagram if you'd like to sponsor Braxton here or get to know Braxton a little bit better. Uh, okay. What is your favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
Man, that's a tough one. I've raced on a lot of racetracks. I definitely like the tracks in Indiana and Illinois. I like SIR, Southern Illinois Raceway. It's a micro track. Sprint car wise, I'm gonna say probably. mm, I like Lawton. It's racy because I mean Lawton's obviously where I got my first win, so I like it because it's a top and bottom track. I like Eagle Raceway in Nebraska where they hold the nationals. That's also one of my favorite tracks. It's normally around the tops where I like it. Waco's really fun in Texas. I think it's Heart O Texas Speedway, and it's really banked, so I enjoy that track. So it's just a hard question, really.
Okay. So, what's your home racetrack that you race on?
The closest racetrack I have would be Grayson County Speedway. It's 17 miles and 30 minutes away, and it's in Bells, Texas. And I've raced there only one time, but I'd say that's my home racetrack, and the closest one I have here.
Are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
Oh, hold up. I think I lost you.
I'm here. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What'd you say?
Oh, um, are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
Yes, it's definitely took me some time. That's one thing I struggled on when I first started racing was like kind of telling where the slick was coming in and where the moisture was. But as I've had years of experience, it definitely I've definitely figured it out. And there's some times where I go to a track and I struggle a little bit, but other than that, I'm pretty good at reading them, yes.
Okay. So, what is your favorite type of racetrack to race on? A wet, heavy track, a dry, dusty track, or right in the center?
Man, I really like a dry, dusty track, but if it's got a curb around it, I definitely love that. I love me some curb racing and on the top on the boards.
Okay. What are your future goals as a race car driver?
One day I want to eventually be able to run high limit for sure. Kind of just making my way up there. I don't think I'm not really looking. If I got the opportunity, I would love it. To be like a full-time race car driver and that be my job. But other than that, I'm just out there having fun and getting an opportunity as a young kid. But high
Okay.
limits is definitely
S-
my goal.
Okay. When you're strapped in your race car, getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
Man, I don't know. I really just once I strap in and we're ready to either push off or I'm ready to roll onto the track if it's a micro. I just my mind's calm and I'm focused and I make sure everything, all my ignition switches and fueling is all the way it needs to be. And I try not to stress about it too much, but I do get nervous. I will say that no matter what race it is. And then I just try to keep calm and run my race.
Okay. Who's all on your racing crew?
So right now I have One Way Performance taking me around. It's Joey Starnes. He is the head honcho and he takes me to the racetracks and then he has some crew members, Brian and Coy and Joe Bob, but he normally picks his crew for the weekend and we go racing.
Okay. Do you have a racing nickname?
Uh I do have the nickname Beetlejuice. I'm not really sure how I got it or where it came from, but yeah, I got Beetlejuice, and
Okay.
normally that's on my race pass, so it gets announced a little bit.
Okay. So, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Man, I got lots of them. I mean, all kinds of friends. I know Cash Lacombe. He's from League City, Texas. He's one of my buddies, and Dean Leltz, and just there's a lot of them. That's two of my big micro buddies, and then sprint cars. I'm still venturing around. I'm meeting lots of people, but I don't know. That's a hard question. There's a lot of friends.
Okay. Is there any big racing events you're looking forward to racing in yet this year?
Mm, I am looking forward to the shootout this year. Yeah, I feel like the car Joey Starnes has me in right now is definitely capable of winning the shootout. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
Man, if I'm not racing, I'm only working for sure. I work on the farm that my dad has, and we do all kinds of stuff. But I like running around with some of my buddies at home, and I like doing stuff to my truck and hunting, fishing. I like it all.
Okay. Do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Uh, let's see. Nothing I can really think of off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Who's your racing hero?
There's several people I look up to, especially starting racing. Like I had all the people that I looked up to and wanted to be them, like Kyle Larson, Rico Abreu, and all them. And then as I started working my way up, I started racing against them, and I realized they're just another person too. So I just try to do my best and see if I can maybe get to the way they are and how high they are up in the ropes.
Okay. What's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
Mm, sometimes slower's faster. Even if you feel like you're going slow and you might have to run the bottom, which I'm not a big bottom guy, but you might have to run the bottom and it might feel slow, but sometimes it is faster.
Okay. What's some advice you'd give a new race car driver?
Don't expect anything to happen in the first year of racing. Make sure you get some seat time and make sure you fill the car and all that because you're not going to go out and win a race your first year of racing. So don't
Okay.
give up on yourself.
Okay. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for helping you get this far with your racing career?
Mainly just definitely James Moran who got us into racing and all that. I wouldn't be here without him. He helped us with all the micros, and then I appreciate my mom and dad for doing everything they do for me. And man, there's all kinds of people who's got me where I'm at, but Joey Starnes has really put me in the light right now, and he's helping me with a bunch of stuff. But all my sponsors and the people I listed.
Okay. So at this portion of the show, Braxton, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple questions.
Okay. How did you find us?
Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Got you. Got you. Uh, what made you want to do an interview with me?
Just with the racing show, I like to talk to the up and coming talent of racing. And that's where the racing show began. So I'm trying to get everybody involved.
I got you. What all platforms do you post on?
YouTube is the primary one.
Okay. Okay.
I used to do
Uh,
Facebook. I still share to Facebook, but I do primarily upload to YouTube.
okay. What's your YouTube channel?
The Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, hashtag number one on YouTube.
Perfect. Perfect. That's about all I got for you.
Okay. Well, Braxton, I would like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. I will have you step out and I will call you in a little bit to thank you, okay?
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for
Yep.
inviting me.
Yep, not a problem.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Braxton Weger on our racing show. Go hit up his Facebook page and Instagram page if you'd like to get to know him a little bit better and sponsor him. But if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-7138, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com.